Welcome to BizRoanoke. My name is Lisa Soltis, and I am with the City of Roanoke Department of Economic Development. And we have with us today Bob Cowell. Bob is the City Manager of Roanoke. Hi, Bob.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
So we're talking about economic development in Roanoke and welcoming you to the City of Roanoke. Talk to us a little bit about what interests you about economic development in the City of Roanoke.
Sure. I think what interested me about economic development, and has interested me even more since I've been here, is all of the activity that's going on. A lot of what's going on with economic development really are the things that are kind of cutting edge. They're the things that a lot of communities are wishing they could do, frankly, in the fields of medicine as well as research and tourism and those types of things. So really, I guess I'd say the opportunities that exist are what I find most exciting about what's going on with the economic development.
And you came to us from Amarillo, Texas. How is economic development here different from what you experienced in Amarillo?
Sure. Amarillo, of course, is up in the panhandle of Texas, so it's up in an area that has a lot of agriculture still. So a lot of the underlying economy is driven by agriculture, particularly cattle production.
Right.
But really, banking and manufacturing were the other big industries there. Similar to here, it was a regional center for services. Everyone from many, many counties around would come there to get all their services, as happens here in Roanoke.
Right.
And of course, Roanoke has, I think, a stronger tourism base to their local economy than what we were seeing in Amarillo as well. But some similarities, some differences, both kind of exciting places with a lot going on.
And a little off script, and looking at your website from Amarillo, it looks like you all had a lot of outdoor amenities there as well.
There were. I mean, when people think of the panhandle of Texas, they don't necessarily think of outdoor amenities, but we were within 20 minutes of the second largest canyon in the country, and so there was a very active outdoor biking community as well as hiking. I actually located my house there to be as close as I could to a trail, so it's a phenomenal outdoor kind of area, quite similar to here, although canyons there, hills here.
Economic development in Virginia works a little bit differently, and a new company coming in to locate to the Commonwealth of Virginia, they go first through the state and then through the regional partnership and then to the municipality. How is that different in Amarillo?
Sure, and there's a lot of things different in Virginia than there is in Texas. But certainly that is one of those. In Texas, the state's not a very active player in a lot of the areas. We did have there a regional partnership, which was referred to as AEDC, which is the Amarillo Economic Development Corporation, which is actually tax supported, which is very different than Virginia. There's an element of the sales tax that actually goes to that effort. And so a lot of the leads would originate there with the regional partnership and then would work with the locality. Most of those dealt with primary employment, so if it was something to do with housing or retail, that would originate with the city. Kind of similar as to how we have here, except much more involvement in Virginia by the state than what we saw in Texas.
Okay. And we've had some great announcements over the last few months, several years, actually, Deschutes and Hum Kombucha and Power School. What do you think the future holds for economic development in Roanoke?
Yeah, I think I would say with one word, a lot of promise. And I kind of joke that the first 2 months I was here, I saw the governor 4 times for announcements, which was pretty phenomenal. And it really is promise. There are a lot of things, a lot of possibilities going on here. And as I mentioned earlier, a lot of what's going on here in Roanoke is the things that are kind of that cutting edge. And so I think there's a tremendous amount of potential still that lies ahead of us, particularly in the medicine side of things, and again, as well as tourism, but also manufacturing. We're starting to see some of that come in more into play. And so real exciting times and a lot of opportunity that lies ahead.
And that sort of leads us into the next question. You know, a robust economy is very important to everyone here, and we do have that regional approach to economic development. In your opinion, what are the hot sectors in the city of Roanoke, and do you feel these sectors will continue to benefit the Roanoke region?
Yeah, obviously, you know, biomedicine, so a lot of what's going on with Carilion and with Virginia Tech and the Research Institute, and also the tourism with the outdoor component of it. Both of those, I think, are very strong, and I think have great opportunity as they continue forward, and I would expect a lot of things to come from those. I do think, too, we're starting to see a little bit more entrepreneurial kind of approach going on in the community and small business. And with programs like the CoLab and RAMP really kind of supporting that, I would expect that sector to kind of grow more as well, which is one of the more exciting things, because that's some of the activities we can kind of get down into the neighborhoods more than just the large kind of industrial or research parks. And of course, beer. I guess I wouldn't be amiss if I didn't say, you know, if I didn't mention that apparently the beer industry is booming in Virginia, and we're certainly getting our fair share here as well.
Yeah, we sure are, most definitely. And RAMP, they've done a fabulous job with RAMP as well as the CoLab. Lots of great companies have come out of both of those.
Absolutely.
So we're very, very fortunate. Every good organization, of course, should have a good strategic plan. And what do you feel a good economic development strategic plan should include?
Yeah, I think, at its core, it should have a sense of what's possible.
Right.
So I think a big part of that is to understand what your market realities are,
Right.
What you do really well, and frankly, some things that you might be doing that maybe you shouldn't be. You're not the best at that. So that's a piece of that, is understanding that market component, and then it's really getting a good sense of where it is that you as a community want to go with economic growth, and then really just identifying those gaps and figuring out how all the partners can come together to fill those gaps and actually seize on those opportunities. And and I think a lot of that has been going on in the community, particularly with the partnership and with the office in the city as well.
Right.
And that's encouraging, because I think there's a lot of opportunity with it, and more lies ahead with it.
Well, we have lots of great assets, and we just need to continue to hone in on those.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's all good. Is there anything more you wish for our RVTV Channel 3 viewers to know about you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm thrilled to be here in Virginia. Of course, I was in Texas for the last 11 years and am coming back into an area where I had gone to school at the University of Tennessee, so it kind of feels a little bit familiar again, so thrilled to do that. I'm thrilled with the team that I have to work with. All the folks in the city have been great, whether starting with the council all the way through the staff, and certainly the economic development staff as well.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of good things going on in the community, and as an incoming manager, it's a pretty good place to come into, where you can say there's a lot more, what I keep referring to as a lot more pockets of excellence than there is anything that needs attention. So it gives me the freedom to kind of tweak and shift things slightly without having to worry about things that are completely broken that need to be fixed. So it's a great opportunity, great time to be in Roanoke, and I'm thrilled with the opportunities.
And we're also thrilled to have you here, and the fact that you have a planning background is a huge asset to us, and I think will be very beneficial to our neighborhoods, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, me as well. And I think that does represent one of the best opportunities we have. All the activity that has gone on in downtown, and a couple of our neighborhoods like the Grandin Village area and such, just kind of give a sense of what's possible. And I see no reason why that can't happen in every single one of our communities, every single one of our neighborhoods in the city.
And that's certainly something to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're excited about that.
Absolutely.
If individuals have questions about economic development or about anything we've discussed today, how may they reach that department?
The best place to go to is BizRoanoke.com on the website. It has all the information, all the contacts, and that's your best spot to start with.
Well, City Manager Bob Cowell, thank you for joining us
Thank you, I
today.
appreciate it.
And we'll look forward to working with you and hearing lots of great plans down the pipe.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us today for Biz Roanoke. If you have questions about anything we've discussed today, please give me a call. My name is Lisa Soltis. You can reach me at 540-853-1694, or you may reach me by email at lisa.soltis@roanokeva.gov. Thank you.